Guys, what's good? Dr. David.Hooper here, and we are 2 days out from the Ultramarathon. We've made it, we're here, all the hard work's been done, and we are ready to crush this thing in about a day and a half's time. So, with that in mind, I thought I would show you all of the kit that I'm going to be taking, carrying with me, having my drop bags and all those sorts of things. And there's quite a lot to think about, there's quite a lot to kind of manage, but yeah, we're doing alright, we're doing okay. So, without further ado, I thought we would get into the mandatory kit to start us off. So if I'll bring it up, the mandatory kit, it isn't extensive, and yeah, I think we've got it all, so you know, that's good. So the first thing to start with, which isn't actually a part of the mandatory kit, but is a really important piece, is my vest, running vest. So I've got this David.Hooper one, which is really nice. Never heard of the brand before, but I've really been enjoying using it. It's lightweight, it's comfortable. There's loads of different pockets and straps and all these sorts of things. Nice and roomy in the back. You can put a bladder in as well. So that's the vest that I'm going to be using. So that's probably the most important part of the kit that I'm going to be taking. So in terms of the mandatory kit then, we've got the map. So the map, which is here, so that's what I drew out the whole kind of route the other day. And to be honest, I don't plan on using this. I hope it just stays in my bag. But it's nice as a bit of a fail-safe if I get lost, if I lose signal on my phone. It's just a bit of protection and safeguarding against getting lost in the dark or getting injured and not being sure where you need to be and where to go. The next one is waterproof coat, which is here. Big shout out to my brother-in-law Gareth, who allowed me to borrow his. So yeah, that's there, that's ready to go. It had to be 10,000 millimeters in terms of waterproofness, whatever that means. So yeah, big shout out to Gareth for that. We've got a compass and whistle. So compass and the whistle, I'm just keeping it in the bag to protect it for now. They're there, ready to use with the map, which is all set, ready to go. Base layer, so we've got to take a base layer in our packs with us. So mine's here, going to be taking Legacy Partnership, First Up Lifestyle rather, and Under Armour. Just a simple base layer that I like, nice and comfortable if I need it, doubt I will. The next one is water bottles. So these are the water bottles that fit in the front of my vest. So that's a deflated one, and I thought I'd show you a inflated one with water in. So 500 mils. I need to drink one of these every half an hour, I think. Possibly even more. You know, being dehydrated, something I've been battling with this whole prep. So yeah, I need to be really on it with this sort of thing. Hey, you're on camera. Luna's not used to being on camera. So yeah, they're my water bottles. Fully charged mobile phone, which I'll have. I've got a foil blanket, so you can take a bivy bag or a blanket. I'm just taking a foil blanket just to kind of wrap myself in if I need to. Hopefully again, this will just be sitting at the bottom of my bag for the whole time. Head torches, so shout out to my father-in-law and my other brother-in-law, Martin and John, who allowed me to borrow their head torches. We needed 75 lumens, and these are 350 each, so they're crazy bright, they're awesome, they're really cool, and they are gonna work a real treat. So they're like these nice straps, so you wear them at the front, nice strap, and yeah, hopefully when it gets dark, these will really help me out. So we needed one head torch and one backup source of light. It didn't have to be a head torch, it could just be a torch. It couldn't be your mobile phone. So that was the next kind of mandatory thing. And that's it for mandatory stuff. We also get a race tracker, which we have to have with us. And yeah, so that's it for the actual kind of mandatory bits and pieces that we had to take. So yeah, that's kind of the minimum requirements. What I'm going to show you now is the extra stuff I'm going to choose to carry. And the first one is my watch. Now I'm actually going to have two watches on. This watch, which is my GPS watch that I've worn throughout my runs and my prep and all that sort of thing, this tracks my pace, my time, my distance. And this is going to run for the entire length of time, from literally start to finish. So hopefully by the end we'll have 100 miles tracked. This watch is slightly different. This is going to be my interval watch. So from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, I'm going to start and stop it. I'm going to start and stop it for my interval breaks. So I'm going to be doing 5 minutes at every checkpoint, or 15 minutes when Laura's at a checkpoint, which is checkpoint number 3, I think, and checkpoint number 6. So I'm going to be really kind of strict with myself. I don't want to lose much time at all in the checkpoints. I want to get in, do my thing, get the hell out of there as quick as I can. So that's this one. It means I'm not faffing around with my main watch, and I can just focus on starting and stopping this secondary watch. And obviously, if this one dies, I'll still know what time it is with this one. The next part, which links quite nicely to the watches, are these chargers. So I am taking some backup battery packs. So this is for my phone, but it's also for this GPS watch. So my watch has 10 hours of battery life, and I'm aiming to run this in around 24 hours. So obviously I'll need to charge it. So what I'm going to do is use a tubey grip, and I'm actually going to strap this to my arm while I charge my watch. Hopefully that'll work all right. That's not something I've tried, but you know, we'll try these things out and we'll learn from it. So that's the next one, carrying backup battery chargers with me. My trusty cap. So I always like to run with a backwards cap on. I don't know why. I feel more confident doing it. I feel more prepared, and it's just something I like to do. This is my kind of official running cap, if you want to call it that. So I'll start with this one, and if it gets too sweaty, I'll swap it for this other First Step Lifestyle one. And yeah, that's an important part of me feeling confident is running with a cap on. GoPro and GoPro strap. So as you've seen, I run with my GoPro all the time. So this will be strapped on for me for a lot of the time with the GoPro. Big shout out to my business partner Rob Sanders, who gave me his GoPro to take as well. So I'm taking 2. And yeah, I'm going to wear the strap for the day, and when it gets dark and I'm not going to be filming that much, I'm just going to carry it like this and tuck it into my vest as well. So yeah, I can take you guys with me, of course. The next one, iPod. So my iPod, it's old, but it's going to help keep battery. So again, this could be one of the things that I charge using the battery packs. And I'm using these hook-on earphones. So again, I didn't want to waste battery with Bluetooth basically, so I'm using these kind of old school headphones, and again that's going to help me keep battery, and it's going to help me stay in the race for longer. Look at this girl stretching out, gorgeous girl. Oh, I love her. So this is the next thing, just to show you guys. Old school iPod. I'm going to tuck it in my vest, have my headphones in, and get lost to either an audiobook podcast or probably just music. So we'll see how that goes as well. Lastly, I'm not going to carry this big tub. I'm going to put it in smaller tubs, but I'm going to be carrying jelly, and this is really important just to keep nice and lathered up, to make sure that there's no chafing and I'm comfortable and all those sorts of things. So yeah, there's a lot of gear there, and this doesn't include any of the food I've brought. I'll show you my food in a minute, but yeah, I'm excited. And then the last thing to kind of show you is over here. So at the 50 mile mark, I'm allowed a drop bag. So I've got my Under Armour drop bag here, and I've also got a pile of clothes that I'm going to change into. I've got my hat, gloves, snood. I've got backup headphones, so I always wear big Beats headphones, but I'm going to wear the lighter ones just for the sheer length of time that I'm going to be working. So yeah, drop bag's just about sorted. I need to add a bit of food to that, maybe a towel or something. But yeah, this is about it in terms of the kit. So I've not packed my vest before, so I'm going to pack that in a bit. Like I said, I need to add the food and make sure I'm all happy with all that. I've lost my running socks, so there's 2 pairs of socks that I wanted to wear. Both of them seem to have gone missing. It's not the end of the world, but not ideal either. So yeah, well, I'm sure we'll see if we can find those as well. So guys, I'm going to pack this up. You can watch, and yeah, we will check back when we are sorting our food out. So guys, I've shown what was going in the vest. Now I want to show you the food, or some of the food that I'm going to be taking with me. So I've got it all laid out here. And these are just a sample of what I'm going to be taking. Quite high in calorie. I'm going to be getting quite like sharp bursts of food and things like that. So the first one is Reese's Nutrigeous. Don't know how to say that. Like king size, so many calories in there, 500 calories, 55 grams of carbs. I'm hoping for 75 grams of carbs per hour. So like one of those is just about perfect in terms of that carb hit. So I've got 3 of those to spread out throughout the day. I've got Battle Oats protein flapjack, so I do want to keep taking protein on throughout the race. And again, this is quite high in carbs. I think it's about 38 grams of carbs in one of these. So, you know, really, really high. Something I wouldn't eat when I'm cutting, but really nice for when I am racing. Reese's Pieces. These are more for a treat, if I'm honest. So again, they're going to be very high in calories. So again, it is per 100 grams, 525 calories. Carbohydrates, 51.4 grams. So yeah, a pack of that is pretty high. So again, I've got 3 of them to spread throughout the day as well. Wine gums, very high in calories, high in carbs. Sorry, you missed it. There you are. Nothing, you know, fancy about those. Dexter's Fizzy Mix. This is more of a treat again. So I crave fizzy sweets when I run for some reason. I'm not sure why, but again, they are crazy carbs, high sugar. It'll give me a bit of a blast. And in addition to this, I'll be taking peanut butter and jam sandwiches as well. There's also loads of supported checkpoints. So there's 10 checkpoints, all with food, all with you know, drinks and bits and pieces there. So I'll be able to get involved in a bit of that as well. And then lastly, some SIS gels, which I'm excited to try. Haven't actually had these before, so again, this is new. Maybe shouldn't be doing it on the first race. I don't think that's the way you're meant to do it. Can I close this so I can show you what it is? I just got the variety pack. So these are more for kind of emergencies. So although I will eat every hour at least, you know, in terms of their role here, we aren't trying to have the healthiest of snacks. You know, this is just something to get me to the next checkpoint where I can refuel effectively. So like I said, I'm going to have my jam sandwiches. I'm going to throw some bananas in the mix as well. Put them down there so don't forget them. And on top of that, a couple of bits over here. The first one is a diarrhea relief. So it's loperamide. So one of these before the race, and I'm going to carry one with me as well. You might have heard something called runner's gut. So when you run for a long time, you end up having diarrhea. Hopefully that will help with that.
ibuprofen. So, you know, if I get sore feet, I've got that tweak in my hamstring, ankles, whatever, ibuprofen helped me through. And lastly, some paracetamol as well. Might not need it, hopefully won't, but it's better to take it and, you know, not need it than need it and not have it. And then lastly, I've got some Ziploc bags, and I'm going to pop all of this into manageable chunks. So with these, for example, I might have two, and a 1 or something like that. I'm going to portion out these, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty good time. So yeah, that is my food that I'm taking, yeah, it's getting real now. It's getting real. So tonight I'm gonna have pasta and garlic bread. Again, something I really want to work on next time is this carb loading thing, trying to understand it a bit better. I'm not sure about the quality of food that I'm having, and something I'm trying to avoid desperately is to just eat loads of rubbish, but to get carbs in quickly, you tend to reach for rubbish. So, you know, I think I can do this better, but again, let's see how this week goes, and you know, learn from that, and you know, possibly improve it next time. So yeah, so that's what I'm taking. Some of these things are for my mindset. You know, I'll be really looking forward to diving into one of those, for example. And yeah, let's go. Or the last thing I might take, if I can find them, I can. Again, is honey roasted peanuts. So I'm going to leave them out because I think I am going to take some of those. And they are high in calories again, high in fat, and high in energy, essentially. So yeah, if you've got any feedback, you know, let me know what you guys like to eat. Yeah, because like I say, this is something that's pretty new to me, and I'm just learning. So yeah, I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we're going to wrap this video up. So guys, last thing I want to show you in terms of preparation for my ultramarathon is the footwear that I'm going to actually use. So I've got two choices. The first is my Under Armour hovers. So that's what these are. These are my favourite shoes, and these are the ones that I've done 90% of my training in. Really soft, really cushioned, you know, nice and thick, and yeah, are just a really nice trainer. Really comfortable, really confident. These are the X Clone. I'm not great with trainer brands, but yeah, the Mega 2 clones, hover technology, nice and spongy. So these are for those who aren't aware of the different running shoes you need. These are for roads, or you can use them on trails if it's dry. So this is my preference. If it's dry and there's no sign of rain, this is what I'm going to wear. My second choice is my Salomon Energy Cells. So that's these. So these are trail shoes. Again, really nice shoes. They're a bit stiffer than my Under Armour hovers, but they are specifically for trail running. So again, really nice. I really like this shoe. And this, if it starts to rain at all, will be the shoe that I choose. I don't want to swap midway through because they're different shoes. So this one is a thinner, tighter shoe. So if you run for a while, your feet expand if you take them out of the shoe. So it's difficult for me to swap. So yeah, they're my two kind of choices. Let me know what you guys think. I like both of them. This is my preference because I've done a lot of running in these trainers. These are a bit more special in terms of the trail. They actually are trail running shoes. So the trail, I think it's about 60 miles on roads, 40 miles on trails. So it's fairly evenly split. So I think I can get away with these. And if the weather stays like it is, I will wear these. But yeah, this is my second option. Both will be going with me to the start line. I'm going to have these in my drop bag at the halfway line, or whichever as well. So guys, that just about wraps up this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Looney's down here with me as well. You've been my little helper, haven't you? So I really hope you've enjoyed just finding out what I'm going to be taking. This really open and honest, kind of review, if you like, of how progress has gone. We are 1 day out, and tonight it's about packing and getting sorted. We're gonna have a big meal, big pasta meal, and then tomorrow we're gonna drop this one off and the cat Arwen at their grandparents, and then we are off to Chester to go and sign in. So I will pick this back up in the car, but that will be on the next episode. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.